as a starting doctor, you are way down, you are way at the bottom of the pyramid. Really and seriously, I'm a glorified clerk. In the beginning, what I was really worried about was, how can I take blood? How can I get IV access? Did I make a mistake? Why am I so frustrated? Hi guys, it's Rebecca here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm so sorry. You guys, I don't even know how to apologize. I don't know what I'll say or I don't know how I'll express how much I'm sorry. But this 3 months has been, I don't even know how to put it, because it's been something. But I thank God right now things have settled for me. Like right now, I just want to tell you guys how being a fresh new doctor is. I was grateful. I was so happy that I got what I wanted to. God took me to where I am right now. The first month of my transition, working and everything, was really crazy. It was really crazy. Like, there was a time I literally broke down in the hospital. I was just crying because I just couldn't take the stress. It was intense. First of all, I just want to say, as a medical student, all the things you are doing is just textbook knowledge. I'm very sorry, but as a medical student, if you think you are the top of the class, like when you start clinical medicine, when you are a doctor, it's different. Nobody even wants to know if you are the first in your class or anything. It's very different. Now you have to apply some certain type of skills. It's not textbook. Like for example, let me say potassium, normal potassium value is 3.5 to 5.5. But you don't use the textbook value when someone is hypokalemic and you want to start hyperkalemic and you want to start a hyperkalemia regime. They're just things that you have to be in the hospital, you have to get used to the system, everything, before you will know that it's just another ball game entirely. But the good thing is that you learn on the job. I can remember the first week I started working, I was so scared. I was so terrified. I was super terrified. Like in Poland, in the medical school in Poland, we don't get to take bloods or do the Venflon, this IV access, whatever. You don't get to do all that. So when you start working, something you are not used to, you are doing it for the first time, just imagine how scared you will be. That was literally me. I have to tell you, as a house officer, as a new fresh doctor, as a starting doctor, you are way down, you are way at the bottom of the pyramid. You are just down. So me as a house officer, I would just call myself a glorified clerk. Really and seriously, I'm a glorified clerk because my job description is to hold files, to look for files of patients, write down all their complaints, write down what is going on, look at their parameters, do all that, make discharge letters, take bloods. We have phlebotomists here in Malta, but you have to take urgent blood, you have to do IV access line. It's just many shitty things you have to do at the bottom as a doctor. I mean, you have to start somewhere, right? But it is just like it was so overwhelming. And the hospital I'm working, it's like a very big hospital. It's so huge. And I got a very busy frame whereby in a day we can have 40 patients and I have to walk around the hospital, write about everything. Just like literally, it was hell for me. It was a very big change from medical school. It was hell for me. It took me time to get used to the intensity of the job. But the only good thing about this job is that we have a Nigerian group, like a WhatsApp group, and they really help. Like when you are going through it, they come and help. anywhere you are in this life, you really need a support system. Like, these people were really helpful. Like, sometimes they come with me during the ward round, they help me with taking bloods, they help me with this thing. Also, my housemates helped me sometimes as well. So it was just people that helped me with this whole transition. Right now, I can say I'm a pro now in the job. I know what I'm doing. Like, for example, from in the beginning, what I was really worried about was, how can I take bloods? How can I get IV access? How can I do this? But now I'm actually more involved in the medical things, discharge letters and all those clerkship job. That was what I was worried about, because that is the major house officer job. But now, because we have shifts, during the night shift, I get to, when a patient has sepsis, you get to make decision, or when you meet like a temperature spike, when you have high blood pressure or low blood pressure, just correcting electrolyte imbalances, just making actual clinical decisions. So right now I'm getting into medicine and I'm actually loving it. But in the beginning I was like, oh my God, did I make a mistake? Why am I so frustrated? It's crazy. And as a house officer, no one respects you in the hospital. I mean, you are down in the pyramid. I feel like if you're down there, you have to be humble. Humility goes a long way, because you need to learn. I remember my first 2 weeks, I literally had to ask the nurses. They were really helpful. I literally had to ask them for everything. Oh, what do you think? Because they've been there in the hospital for a very long time. So you literally have to ask. Some of them are really nice. They will help you. They'll put you through. They will tell you what to do and everything. But then I don't know. I'm not a negative person, so I don't talk about the negative sides of my job or my life. So that is what has been going on. It's been crazy. It took me time, but right now I'm okay. I was a bit depressed. I had an emotional breakdown in the hospital because I just reached my peak. But every change is something, and you learn, you adjust, you acclimatize, and yeah, for now I think I'm good. Every 3 months we change rotation. I was with rheumatology, but now I'm moving to rehab medicine. Actually, I'm sad leaving rheumatology. I'm sad leaving medicine because right now I'm beginning to know the physiology, how things are going, how you give drugs, why you give these drugs, the contraindication, everything. When you read it, it's not as the same as when you get to experience these things. It's different, it's more captivating, it's more fascinating. I don't know how to put it. Right now that I'm like really getting into it, I'm moving. I'm going to rehab medicine next week, I think. But it's all good. We are still going to learn something in rehab medicine. So guys, this is just a recap of how it's been. It's like being a foundation, new house officer, new fresh doctor working in the hospital. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Join the family, because why not? Anyhow, thanks for watching my video. I hope I get to be consistent as I used to be. I will try to be consistent. For now, have a nice day. I hope you all are doing well. Drop a comment, engage in my videos. I need engagement for it to move. So engage in my video. If you are a house officer, if you're a fresh doctor, tell me your experiences. Share it. Let's communicate. Let's do something. If you're a medical student, let's make this thing move. Okay, have a nice day. Bye. So I'm done with I was with